Today I'm going to be unboxing a Patek Nautilus 5726A in stainless steel, which is mounted on a black leather strap. So let's begin the unboxing process. So you can see we have the outer cover for the inner box, which the watch is actually in. There's Patek Philippe Geneva on it, so you can see. I'm gonna set that aside and just show you some of the manuals and booklets this pristine mint condition watch comes in. So as you can see here, we have second strap, completely sealed, straight from Patek. Inside the two pieces looks to be a black leather strap, not an alligator, just a black OEM leather strap. So I'm going to seal that real quick. Okay. Also, we have the pen, the push pin, right here. So in here is pretty much your owner's booklet right here in this envelope. It's in a leather pouch, and this pretty much just tells you everything you need to know about your watch from the Patek Philippe Museum right here. If you ever want to go to Switzerland, right here. This is just the 1-year calendar for the moon and leap year. The collector's library from Patek, which just pretty much talks about the collectors and what you should know about your watch, and just kind of the history of Patek is what it talks about. They take great pride in their history and the achievements that they've made in the watchmaking world. So we also have there's the certificate right here. I'm not going to show all of it because it just states the guarantees of the watch and what the watch can do, and just what's under warranty, and just pretty much certifying that the watch itself is authentic. I'm not going to show the exact serial for the watch, but as you can see right here, just says the reference and just how many stones are in the movement and the number of jewels, 34 rubies, right there. So in the rest of the books we have what just pretty much is the owner's manual. It just tells you basic what you need to know about the 3224S movement right here, and it also tells you the references that used this movement, which is the 5205, 5396, but also yours truly, the 5726. So just flip through. So now that's the owner's pouch. So now for what we all came to see, 5726A. So I'm going to remove this cover right here. The first thing that strikes you is the mahogany box and its smooth, polished finish. The camera's acting a bit funny. There we go. Smooth, polished finish. As I pull it back, we have the Patek logo on the top right here. So as I open it, we now see the full detail of the watch itself, which is on a beautiful black alligator strap with a deployment buckle. Just a full mint condition, beautiful watch. Now, what really strikes you about the watch is the simplicity. It reminds, if you wanted a, let's say, 5711 basic time only Nautilus, but you like the annual calendar Pateks, I definitely go with this. Gives you that sporty Nautilus look with the classic Patek annual calendar function that they're known for, with the moon phase and date, day, and months. Also, another thing about this watch that is very adamant and strikes you is the blendedness of the brushed and the polished sections of the case. And as you can see, the bezel itself is brushed, but on the sides it's polished. And it's not like Rolex or other brands where they'll brush the front of the case like we see here on this GMT that I have on. Let me just focus this. And on the sides you can see that it's polished. I think that Patek really learned how to blend it better than other brands because they do everything to a perfection, whereas the front of the smooth bezel is polished or brushed, but on the sides it's polished. And they chose not to brush the sides of the watch case so that they could focus on having the parts polished that they wanted you to see, because it's all together in one piece. And the parts that pop out to you are the polished parts, such as the lines on the side of the bezel, the sharp lines that are polished. So to undo this strap on the watch, you push this button right here and you open it up, which shows the deployment clasp right here. This strap is mint condition, never been worn. Just beautiful. And on the back, right here, you can get a good view. The 3224 movement, which is just beautiful with its gold rotor. And you can just see the fine details of the movement, which Patek is known for. It is 34 joules, it has a 25-hour power reserve. Its functions are hours, minutes, seconds, has an additional 24-hour hand, which is fixed, and also has a moon phase right there. So that's what this subdial right here is. That is a 24-hour hand. That's what the subdial is. So if we unscrew the crown, all the way right there, and I pull out, set the watch, you can see that the 24-hour hand is moving. So I will know whether it's 12 a.m. or 12 p.m. based on the location of the 24-hour hand. Get the watch back on focus here. So as you can see, it's 15 o'clock right now, which is 3 p.m. as indicated on the subdial. Also, the very interesting thing about the dial is it has lines carved into it. As you can see, I don't know if you can really see the fine details, but you can see it right there. And what's really interesting about that to me is that's just a fine detail where Patek went above and beyond. Because from a distance, you can't really notice it. But with the light, when the light focuses on the dial, you can really see the difference in the reflection on the areas in between where the grooves are, compared to where it's darker on the raised section where the grooves are not cut out. So going to screw the crown back in. Not going to get any wrist action with this. It's a mint piece. In perfect condition. Strap is little to no wear on it. It's just a perfect piece. So currently, this watch's asking price is $34,750 over at Radcliffe Jewelers in Towson, Maryland. Is a mint piece, very little wrist time. I believe it was purchased recently, might still have some time left on the factory warranty. I'm not 100% sure, but definitely a piece worth checking out. You can look on our website at Radcliffe Jewelers, or you can follow us on Instagram for the watches at Radcliffe Estate Watches. So they always have good pieces, and I come in, they show me pieces, and I'm looking at this right now. It's just a beautiful watch. So if you're interested in purchasing it, just look on their website. I believe it's listed. So yeah, until next time, just like, subscribe, hopefully get some likes. So yeah.